police department likes to hold a media day.
We'd like to give you guys a chance to see what the bomb squad does, what our basic equipment setups are.
That way, reporters like me can understand what goes into being a member of departments like the bomb squad, and they let us be as hands-on as we wanted.
We're going to give you a chance to be a bomb tech. We're going to let you get in the suits.
I'm Marcus Risen. I'm with the bomb squad right now. We'll see how it goes.
I'm not one to step away from a challenge.
I don't really scream that much, but I think it's time to see if I can break that record.
It's fine, I'm proud of myself. 108, that's not bad.
The last time Midland had a zoo was 1977, the year Star Wars first came out. Now, for everyone who wants a zoo in Midland, there's a new hope. According to Hilton, this is the only sword fighting school in West Texas. So if interested, visit theswordschool.org. Swinging a sword around in Midland, I'm Marcus Risen. News West 9. Dang it, not another cliffhanger. Oh my gosh. In Odessa, I'm Marcus Risen. I'm about to go grab the next version of this book.
I reported a vehicle fire east 115 and 1788, east 115.
I don't remember a whole lot.
You have two vehicles on fire, people trapped inside.
The only thing I remember is just trying to get out of there.
Responding units, it is going to be a head-on collision, both vehicles fully engulfed at this time.
One of the worst calls a mom can ever get.
The bystanders attempted to get the person trapped in the van out. They're unable to get close to the van at this time. It is too hot.
When you hear people talk about the loss of a child, your heart breaks.
We're going to probably have to shut the highway down for a while.
And when it's your child, it shatters.
We are going to need 2 helicopters, please.
And I just could not believe that my baby was gone.
That's actually good. Rolling. Keep rolling. Yeah!
A couple of my buddies played golf and they went to the driving range and just kind of fell in love with it.
I got into golf, kind of at a young age, just fell in love with it and just wanted to continue to play it for as long as I can and see where it takes me. For me, it's my happy place. I can relax when I'm on the golf course and I just feel great when I'm on a golf course, no matter where it is, when it is, it's just somewhere I love to be. So.
It was like your brothers and sisters, and I would have never thought in a million years that I would have met some of these people that I did here.
Just out here, we were always having fun. We'd be giving each other some chirps or puns at each other and just always joking around, keeping it light, but always having a good time and being competitive with each other. And we were always together, having fun no matter what we were doing.
Let's all go down to the river. There's a man there walking on the water.
This
Come along with me.
is Carmen Crone,
Oh, I want to see
your everyday 18-year-old.
on the water.
Anybody that you talk to that knew Carmen then just talks about what a nice, sweet girl she was. I mean, there's no drama.
She was happy. She was charming.
And she was just one of those quiet, petite, real sweet young girls. I mean, she was really quiet.
She was just a very cheerful, very optimistic, very friendly person.
Come along with me, for I want to see this man walking on the water.
She had a loving family.
Carmen was my sister. She was a couple of years younger than me.
I actually went to school with Carmen and her brother. She was a year younger than me and he was a year older than me. A great family.
We played a lot of games together, when we were at home. We did have a lot of good times together. We would go camping a lot. and I was in Boy Scouts and stuff, and did backpacking and stuff. And so anytime we would go camping, I always kind of had to kind of watch out for her. And I guess it was always kind of a protective thing.
Let's all go down to the river.
She was just a normal girl living a normal life in 1981. She had just graduated from Permian High with her whole life ahead of her. That is, until someone took that all away.
Downtown is typically the center point of any city, where there's non-stop action and plenty of energy. But inside the walls of this building, well, let's just say things were a little different.
I always thought the irony of the subsurface library was that it was in a basement. That's why I thought it was, when I was younger, I thought that's why it was called the subsurface library.
That's right, the subsurface library, formerly located in the basement of the Western United Life building. It was a place where independent oil and gas pioneers became more than just business associates. They became family.
And everybody's like family to me. All these guys, they're just like my dads, my grandpas, my brothers.
Memories of the subsurface library live on through the stories of those who share its beginnings and the people who have made connections along the way. But soon those memories will be all that's left. The Western United Life building is scheduled for demolition. Downtown Midland is growing and changing. Centennial Park is bringing people together.
In just a few weeks, West Texans will be able to enjoy Centennial Park's 4 acres.
But there's still work to be done. The Western United Life building, it's been closed since 1996 and has been deteriorating ever since. The present-day appearance, with broken windows and chipped paint, are no indication of what once happened behind these old beige bricks. The building brought people together, and those people helped shape a thriving oil and gas industry, a city, even a nation. The life it lived created family.
When someone has a passion, they should follow it. You never know where you'll end up. For James Laws, he ended up in a comic book.
Right here. I used to have really long hair too, so.
How's it going?
But before that, he was already living extreme, even if he wasn't in a comic book yet.
When I was young, I read comics. It helped me learn to read better and comprehend better. From there, I kept reading comics. I sold all my comics and then got back into it about 10 years ago. Started collecting again, started reading, and talked to the previous owner, and I wanted to open a store in Midland, but he's like, well, I'm gonna sell this one. Why don't you just buy this one? So we worked it out, and that's how I bought it.
James Laws has owned a Hive comic shop in Odessa, Texas since November 2019. The Hive sells everything from comic books to card games to Funko Pops to posters. Chances are, if you visit, there's something for you. A rising star in a comic scene even wrote his comic right on one of those chairs.
Joey Pineda is a local comic writer, and he has 2 different comics that he has written, and they're both a lot of fun. Like, Joey would come and he would write his comic book here. He'd come in, get his laptop right away, get some great ideas. You walk around the store, go pick up a book, read through it. Cool, I like the dialogue in this. I like the action sequence, and then he'd just go to writing,
In one of their comics, not only will you see a familiar place, you'll also see a familiar face.
It actually has the Hive in it, and the bad guys are the previous owners. See, he did a Hive exclusive cover, so stuff like this. Here's the Troubles Back Hive exclusive, this one. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. His new comic, Cubicle Wars, he added me into it as one of the characters.
Is your character in here exactly like how you are in real life?
Yeah, he's just laid back. And
how's it feel to be a comic book character?
It's crazy. So I haven't signed any books yet, so that's good.
James has made the Hive the place to swarm for local comic lovers, having events like the late Power Rangers actor Jason David Frank and the Chief Creative Officer of DC Comics Jim Lee coming to sign customers' comics. But even without the big-name actors and comic studio royalty, loyal shopgoers still swarm the Hive on a regular basis.
We always have some fun stuff to do. We have Pokemon cards, we play Pokemon, we play Magic, play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, we play games, we have fun here.
It's a safe place for these people, where they can meet other comic lovers who share the same interests. A safe place that might not be there for long.
I have been weighing heavily to close the store.
Unfortunately, a few days after we left the comic shop, we were hit with some sad news.
The economy's rough right now, and sales are goofy. Financially, we just cannot keep the store open. Right now is a tough time because we can feel the ramifications of everything shutting down, and people just don't have the disposable income to buy collectibles and cards and comics and stuff like they did in 2020 and 2021. Those were 2 great years for sales, but we feel it now that the market kind of is on the downturn at the moment.
Even though the store is closing, it doesn't take away from the memories created in this place. From the now invaluable signatures of Jason David Franks and Jim Lee in the comics of everyday Odessans, and finally finding that rare comic you've been looking for in the catacombs of the Hive. Even though it's closing, the shop will forever live on the comic pages of Trouble Beck. How many comic shops can say that? Because that's the beauty of comics. No matter how much the real world changes, the art and dialogue drawn on those pages will always live on.
There we go.
How does it feel to finally sign one of these comic books?
It's heartbreaking and an emotional thing because everybody involved in this comic were big parts of the Hive comics, so I wouldn't have been here without them, obviously, at all. So.
And I think it's safe to say the story of James Laws and his comic book journey isn't quite over yet, so make sure to bookmark this page.